Looking at some Hardywood stuff. Now I haven't had anything from this brewery. They're in Richmond, Virginia, if I'm not mistaken. This is their Gingerbread Stout 2014 Reserve. Coming in at 9.2% ABV. There's a lot of stuff on the bottle here, a lot of information, which is always good. It says 55 IBUs, which is the International Bitterness Units. See, 1 pint, 9.4 fluid ounces. It is a corked bottle. It's got a nice little presentation to it. Now the back here has a little bit of information about this particular brew. It says that it's made with wildflower honey from the Bearer Farms, as well as fresh baby ginger from the Castle Monte Farm in Richmond, Virginia. So it's cool that this is supporting local, farms and local business in getting their ingredients. All right, so Imperial Milk Stout with fresh local ginger and honey. And my favorite part of this bottle is right here. I don't know if you guys can read that or not. Yeah, you can probably read that. It says, and quote, "Friggin' Christmas in a bottle," which was a quote from Beer Advocate. It says, "Our score 100%. I think the people who provide scoring and reviews and stuff like that and rate them, I think it got like a 96, so it's extremely highly rated. And Beer Advocate is the best site for beer information, hands down, across the entire internet. So, anyway, we're going to pop this open and see what we got. So we got the champagne style cork cage here. And a nice cork. It says Richmond, Virginia, Hardywood. Here we go. A little bit of smoke on that. Smells good. Alright, I'm going to take my nose out of the bottle and pour some. Nice dark appearance here. Pretty dark brown, not quite black. It's got a beautiful kind of mocha colored head on there. Let that rest for a second. The bottle here on the side also says, if you guys can see that, you're seeing it sideways, I can't tilt it too much now, but it says pour slowly into a stem glass and savor at 55 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, Hardywood Park Craft Brewery, Richmond, Virginia. So interesting. We will see what do you think of this. Alright, so let's let that chill out over there. Let's get a smell from the glass here. There's some chocolate in there. I smell the spice from the gingerbread. It's more chocolate than it is ginger, but you can smell like gingerbread cookie, just that very specific scent of a gingerbread cookie, the collection of spices that goes into that. It smells good. It smells actually a little bready, almost like a Belgian. Yeah, the more I'm smelling it, the more I'm getting the ginger and a little bit less chocolate. On first sniff, let's just say, it was mostly like chocolate stout kind of, smell. Interesting. Yeah, so it looks pretty black in that glass, but it is definitely just a dark brown. So, here we go. That is good. Now let me just say that I have a somewhat biased opinion for this style of beer. I am quite fond of sweet stouts and milk stouts. It's just a style of beer that across the board, I like almost all of them. This one, however, is particularly good. Although not a milk stout, one of my favorite beers right now has to be Southern Tier's Warlock. Warlock, for some reason, it just hits me just right. It's just a really rich mouthfeel, the whole thing. Now, that's not a milk stout. That is, I believe, an American double or an imperial stout. Even though this is a different style, the mouthfeel is very reminiscent. Super, super creamy. I mean, really, really, really creamy. There's definitely bitterness at the end. As far as flavor, you get that kind of semi-sweet chocolate right up front when you're first sipping on it. And then as soon as it goes down at the back of your palate, you have a lot of that spice from the gingerbread. I don't think I really taste any honey though. It might just be contributing to some of the sweetness. No specific honey flavor here, for me anyway, but tons and tons of those spices. And I definitely taste the ginger. Really, really good. That is delicious. A nice little bite at the very end. Again, very similar to Warlock. Just a little bit of that bitterness on the tail end. Not too bad at all. And a 9.2%. Because this is such a bold flavored beer, I don't get any of that alcohol at all. This goes down nice and smooth. It is very much on the sweet side. I don't think this is a session beer. This is not something you're going to sit and open and drink while you're watching the football game. This is definitely a dessert beer. This is something, in its particular package being a larger bottle like this, this is in my opinion, the perfect thing to bring to a party where you can share this, and have like maybe a half serving amongst like 6 or 7 people. And you can sip on this, for basically dessert or with dessert. This would pair very nicely with different types of cakes. Yeah, it's phenomenal. To me, this is my dessert. This is my treat. And this one glass will be enough. Just, sip on this for a little bit, even after the review's over. And that is my sweet treat for the day. But yeah, something to sip on and to savor. Not just because of the higher ABV, but also because of the sweetness and the boldness of it. It's just not something that I think anyone would want to drink fast anyway. It's something you really savor the flavor of. It's a really intense beer and very high quality. So I give it 2 thumbs up. It is really good. I highly, highly recommend this one. Like I said, a little bit going to be harder to find for some people. If you're in the Richmond area, you might still be able to find it. It does come out in fall, but you might get that new old stock on the shelves at your liquor stores. But damn good stuff. Hardywood Gingerbread Stout. I recommend it. So that's all. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have an awesome day, and I will see you soon. Take care.